Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, Friday, the 16th of October 2015. This is John Faraclas from Allaboutshipping.co.uk from London with the latest news about the indexes, the markets, and geopolitics affecting same for 2015 and beyond. The BDI, the Baltic Dry Index, closed down 12 points since yesterday at 754, which is an overall of 55 points since last week's 809 points. This is 1,520 points since the closing of December 2013, when the index stood at 2,274 points. We are not employing irony. We're simply telling you we're the best predictor for the markets and the indexes and the state of the world economy. So, next time around, be careful how you judge views, from where you judge them, and what they are trying to serve you, let's say 66.99. The BCI, the most volatile of all sizes, was down 50 points at 1,318. This is 231 points down since last week's 1,549 points. The BPI, the Panamexes, the size that we believe is the most favorable of all, was down just 20 points at 722, but on the other hand was up 21 points since last week's 701. The BSI, the Supras, down 3 points at 658, which is 33 points down since last week's 691. And finally, the last of the dry indexes, the BHSI, the Handies, was down just 2 points at 376, which is an overall of 4 points since last week's 380. The wets, mixed feelings here. Just 1 point up for the BDTI, the Baltic Dirty Dry Index, which closed down at 772, which is an overall of 18 points down since last week's 790. And lastly, the BCTI was minus 4 points at 477, which is 29 points down since last week's 506. So, caution on the markets. The price of oil, $47, this is the region of it. Ship finance, difficult to find money. Very, very difficult. Some years ago, just over 36 years ago, when I got involved with ship broking, there were 400 banks and financial institutions lending money to ship owners. How many are there now? 50? You bet. Despite all this, the Greeks and their shipping, according to the latest UKTAN statistics, still are the leaders in the world of shipping. And that's very important. And this should be in the desks of every minister, of every prime minister of Greece, to see why the boys from Piraeus, they did it once again in this millennium. They're leaders and they will continue to be leaders. Is there something, an ingredient that the Greek politicians should take from the Greek ship owners and lead Greece back to the development level? The dice is cast for you. Now, in geopolitics, still the migrants issue has made Europe in particular upside down. This is not, guys, a policy to formulate in order to secure your vested interest. This is not on. And of course, Turkey has to be curbed. Turkey's demands should be curbed because it's not just the Syrian war-torn nation which sends us over the migrants. What about Afghanistan, Pakistan, the Somalis from Eritrea? Come on, you name it. This is not on. So this should be stopped, and Turkey, the lovely baby of the West in 66.99, should stay pat and conform with the region. Trying to send immigrants across the Greek islands, destroying more or less, trying hard to destroy Greece's tourism and spread this influx to Europe, it will backlash to Turkey. And I bet you on this. And let's see what the Turkish elections will come. Of course, it was an act of the culprits who last week, after a report on Saturday, they bombed Ankara. This is, of course, out of any proportion. We totally disagree with these actions. In Israel, too, things are not very nice. Greece, again, let's see this government, who's supposed to be a populist government, these measures of austerity will backlash. We won't believe that this government will last, and you can read in our report that the government will fall sooner or later. We have stipulated dates for those that don't understand what's going to happen, but equally, on the other hand, the opposition must also participate in proper government. Proper government, in the case of the opposition, is constructive criticism. So let's see what's going to happen. Other issues, which of course we must carry up there, is the issue of Ukraine, and in particular the downed aircraft of Malaysian Airlines, the MH17. Nobody takes the responsibility. These are very, very important issues, and we should, curb them and stop them. Somebody must come out and say the truth. The Islamic State needs a thorough investigative policy. What's going to happen there? It's very difficult. We hope to see you on the CSR of Capital Link in early November. The Marine Money in Athens was a great event. We are sure that you all join Intermodal Europe for the 40th anniversary in Hamburg Messe on the 17th and 19th of November. Other important issues which you can see in many parts of our site is the WISTA event in Constantinople in Istanbul, where as the Greek ladies, they have won the Personality of the Year, a combined one award for all these ladies. Says it all. This is very, very important. Other issues, still we maintain that people should visit the Greek islands. The weather is still fantastic there, to help the islanders recover from the damages they've been inflicted by the influx of migrants from the eastern Anatolian coast. We suggest that this time you try the islands of Thasos and Samothrace in the northeastern Aegean Sea. Is good for hunting there. And on another note, for your major international travels, the overseas travel, try Cape Town and South Africa. It's one of the best countries for holidays this time of the year. With this note, we put you on notice to be on guard vis-à-vis the issues that will come out, and we have to ensure that in Syria the major powers really cooperate together to get rid of the Islamic State and create peace in the region. The world is on fire. The world economy is in red. And with China going downwards, these are very important issues. With this, we wish you a nice weekend. Over and out.